Wait. I know where you're going with this. Do it, you coward. Do it. God damn it. It's gonna be. I think it'll be nice to have some new mods. Betrayal. Jack, you'll always be my first. Wait, no, hold up. No. I'm kidding. I know. Is that a siren or you just? Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh, I was not expecting that. Whether. Oh jeez! Okay, chat. Watch how quick this is. Right. Aiming her up. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! Oh, that is mean. Where the hell's he gone? Oh. Oh, I think he's on top of me. Normally I don't mind that, but in this instance, oh my god, not a huge fan. Yeah, that's completely fair. 1,500 quid in a day. I mean, that's probably rent, to be honest. That sounds about right for rent, to be honest. Don't you do charities? Nah, someone sort of stole my card. I'm just imagining that, like, is it the Shack meme? Where it's just like 1,500 quid on, 1,500 pound on rent. I sleep. £1 donated to charity. Real shit. For somebody who hates using Windows, I certainly have a lot of windows open. Oh my god, Jack, what have you sent me? Do I even have hold on, have I even got Discord on here? I think I have. Hold on. Oh oh, that's not always. Oh my fucking god! Oh, that's brilliant. Oh. And, there are some new icons at the bottom of the channel now, with a working Discord link. So if anyone here would like to join the Discord, then it's trivially easy to join. Oh no, I don't. God damn it. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, his great uncle did lose most of Jack Black's inheritance. That's why Jared Black had to turn to a life of space crime. Oh my god, that needs to be a bit. That needs to be a bit. Just. Ugh. Hi everyone. Oh, we got in. Hi Lavara, how are you doing? Hi Sally. How is everybody doing today? Hope you're all having a wonderful week. I was. Oh my god, I'm already struggling. I went back to work today and I was just like, I really hope the technical team hasn't left me a huge mess to clean up. They left me a huge mess to clean up, and I'm just like, I literally go to my boss and I'm just like, I'm not doing that. Thank you for the shout out, LeVar. Oh my god, thank you for the shout out, Sally. I have got the shout out bit working. Also, let's see if this works. Come on. Yes, it works. Hell yeah, that's brilliant. Jack, clip works now, so if you want to clip anything, exclamation mark clip, you can also put a title at the end of it. I'm going to start using things as well, because what I originally was doing was I was just scrubbing through the footage. Freaking Serican. Yeah, like I was literally, I think it was Tyr that told me about it. Sorrybot can do clips, that's the whole reason I installed it. You just have to change a couple of things, invite the bot over. But yeah, Siri can do clips, just exclamation mark clips. It's because some viewers, myself included, don't want to go through the hassle of going through the clip editor. It literally clips the last 60 seconds. So it's not perfect, but as somebody who uses clips a lot for their socials, literally said socials twice, It's an absolute. It's so much easier. Also, chat. We have hit 100 followers, which I think I put in the Discord. So yeah, it's going to be. Garchomp stream is coming. Same. I've got to work out when I'm going to do it. Socials. Hi, Varanox. Literally, people think that streaming is just going live and that's it. It's not bad at all. Like, literally, the amount of times I've got 100. So yeah, Garchomp stream is going to be coming soon. I don't know when. I might do it this Friday because I've got something planned on the Saturday, but I have absolutely nothing planned in on the Friday. So I'm like, ooh, that could be an idea actually. In terms of what we're going to do today, I don't have any big topics I want to discuss today. None that comes to mind. I wanted to moan about work, which I've done. I'm going to be playing some PowerWash Simulator, which I've found in the past is really good for yapping anyways. This is where I go onto my Steam, and I find out that, oh, PowerWash needs a really big update. And VBridger isn't connected. Okay, let's go ahead and connect it. There we go. Do I really notice a difference? I don't know if I do. I think. Is there a difference for the... Also, I learnt my lesson not to make the cheese and Bly redeem 1 200 gigabyte update. Don't. Have you seen that meme where it's just like an anime girl with like a normal sized chest, and then she like unzips her chest and it's like massive and it's got like the words 200 gigabytes. Feels like the mouth tracking improved. Yeah, that's probably mostly what it is. I was saying to Lavara actually, I'm looking at developing, like writing a Python script, because currently I'm going through a process of, there's multiple programs I'm running, and you have to run them in a very specific stage, and if you're in an instance where we were on Sunday, where I have, the computer crashes and it takes me like 10 minutes to get live again. It's really annoying. Whereas if I literally have the Python script, it's like a case of, okay, and you can set delays as well, so what I could potentially do is I could set BTS to run. I could literally run the Python script, let it all run, so it launches VTS, wait a minute, then like 30 seconds later run VBridger, wait another 30 seconds, by that point VTS should have loaded, so okay, load it, and then load like the fishing program at the same time. I did look at StreamerBot as well, which Lafara was talking about. This reminds me. What has it reminded you of? And oh my god. I was speaking to Ashy earlier. Let's go Ashy. And I'm finding more and more reasons to get a Stream Deck chat. Like and the fish works. Sorry, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's also just good to know that it actually works. I've been looking for more and more reasons to get a Stream Deck. I have tried Touch Portal, which is like a phone version, but because I use Bazzite and it's an immutable OS, it doesn't really work all that well. And I could move over to Mint, but that's hassle and I don't really need that. So, and I keep eyeing up a Stream Deck and I'm like, it's a lot of money and I don't really want to buy like a third-party one because they're not great. And it's also just a case of, if I buy a cheap one, I know I'm going to outgrow it very quickly. So it's a case of, do I just like buy one like heavily used? But then do I really want to be buying something? Have you checked if Virtual Stream Deck from Elgato works? I did have a look, but I couldn't. The Elgato app only works with Windows and Mac, but there is and I have tried to install it via Proton and it doesn't work. So I have tried OpenDeck, which is like an open source variant, but I couldn't get that to work with the Virtual Stream Deck, and I've got a feeling that that's because of Bazzite. Saying that though, it sounds like I'm running into a lot of issues. I remember why I don't like Windows, because obviously I use a Windows computer for work, and oh my god, it was the worst thing ever. Like, I'm literally in a call with one of my work colleagues, and the whole computer just lags, and I'm just like, really wish I was on my Linux computer here. Let me... I went to go do something, and I went and did something completely different. PowerWash. Here we go. But no, I could look into it. I could look into it a bit more. Maybe this is another reason. Remember, the moon mission is having problems because of Outlook. Yeah, that's definitely not a very good outlook on the situation. But yeah, no, actually, Linux is for not Linux. Sorry, Windows is the Windows is the whole reason I kind of fell out with PC gaming, and I'll never forget the impact it had. Like, I really wanted to play Ultra Kill, and I went, okay, I have a PC here that's reasonably good. Let's give it a go. And I think I've told this story before on my channel. But it was I would load up Ultra Kill, and then it was hard locked to 30 FPS. And I'm like, why is it doing that? So okay, I have to uncap VSync, but then it's obviously not running a VSync, so it's tearing, and there's this weird delay, and I'm just like, I hate this experience. So I loaded up Bazite, and loaded up Ultra Kill, and within the first time, immediately 60 FPS, no screen tearing, no input lag. I basically, when I built this computer, I was like, I just want a very big Steam Deck. That's all I want. But then obviously, hi Aaron, obviously as I've started streaming, the sort of needs and requirements have changed a little bit, so maybe I do move over to Linux Mint. Maybe when when storage is a little bit cheaper, because I'm running a 500 gig boot drive. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get like a 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte boot drive, and then just sort of slowly move everything over to Mint. Hi Jack, mods, get him. Oh wait, no, you can get your. Oh my god, you could just get yourself. Go on, I'll do it. The other thing I've noticed as well, with the shout out command. Oh, thank you for that. What? Get shouted out, nerd. Hopefully this works. There we go. So the new shout out command, I got that to work, and it actually also tells you what they were last playing. Thank you for shouting. Anytime. Jack was there when I did my very first stream many months ago, which is, on the one hand, sadly lost to time, but on the other hand, it's borderline unwatchable, so I kind of don't care. And it was using like, I was using like a MacBook Air for like streaming, and because MacBooks are quite bad for Jack is bestest boy. Macs are quite bad for games, so what I was having to do was I was having to stream the games from my Steam Deck to the MacBook, and then stream them again, so there was like double latency. I'd love to like get back into like horror games and stuff as well. Like we played a lot of like FNAF fan games on the channel, and I'd love to. Too Many Nights was a lot of fun. I really want to play that again at some point. But I've been chatting for a really long time, so let's go ahead and actually get into the game. Which you all lost, by the way. Properties, open. So just simultaneously lose all of my viewers. Okay, there we go. Okay. Power simulator. Hopefully, let me move everything around so I can see chat. Crunchy streamers are the best streams. Yeah, true, but I want to have some resemblance of professionalism. Career, continue. Clean my bungalow. Do let me know if the music is a bit too loud. This is just going to be the stream playlist. Oh, no. Actually, I do actually want to do something a bit different. Since when? One of my friends was playing Final Fantasy VII Lo-Fi. Game is I don't know if it's like the Spotify, if it's a bit too low, or the... Just gonna... That's a little bit loud for me. Let's go ahead and... Just gonna turn the audio down a bit. That's a bit better. There we go. Oh, it feels good to be playing this. So obviously I played this before I went on my hiatus. Can I actually use something that's has a bigger spread than that? Yeah, I can. Okay. Literally, I played the demo of this and I was like, this is so relaxed. And the other thing as well is this is really handy on like when I'm streaming after work, because it's not too bad this week, but on a regular week for me, obviously my work can be quite exhausting, so it's just a case of I just want something that's a bit more chill. And obviously a lot of times it feels like, you know, I'm splitting focus between chat and the game. Yeah, it's just a case of, yeah, prioritising chatting with you all. But on Sunday, when I have a little bit more energy, I tend to play a bit more Elite Dangerous. Can I actually... Is it tab? Yeah. It might be the innard. Yeah, possibly. That's just the brickwork. There we go. Yeah, because I think last time we just did all the windows. Because we didn't... Because this was before I went on, like I say, before I went on hiatus, and I was just like, I really don't want to leave, because it's been so fun. Which is crazy that that was nearly 2 weeks ago. This just looks like a sniper pose. Self presses tab and gets highlight. Hey! Hold on, can I go on the roof? See, if I go on the roof and just where's a bigger one? No, I don't. I only have a... Why do I only have a stubby one? Okay. This just feels like a Call of Duty game at this point, or like Fortnite, just... It does feel like, kind of like Nuketown or something, just, you can just imagine I'm just camping on the side and just... I would not be surprised if that's a mod. How do I actually... I should really go to the store and just see what there is, see if there's anything. Power washers. Ooh, that's looking quite good. Special only. Modifications? Equipment. Long extension. Range washer can only be used when close to the surface. Improves the range for washer, but cannot be... Oh, maybe I already have those, to be honest. One. No, I only have a stubby gun. What do I currently have? I currently have this for 1500. Oh, that's for Prime Vista 3000. Okay. I probably want to save up for this, to be honest. Like, Ranger Washers, so get like the Urban X2. Because that's just going to give me more sort of stuff, I suppose. Then once we've done that, I can kind of focus on what I want to do after that. This is really handy when you're like, you can't like see a spot or something, or if you're like me and you're an idiot and it's just like, why is this going down so slowly? And then you realise, oh, there's a whole other part of this. I've literally spent the last 5 minutes cleaning apart. Okay. This is whenever this is basically a simulation of when I'm in Litharis streams. But it's like me just like dirty posting. It's just like, alright, let's clean this up. That post ain't gonna get any cleaner. There we go. Too real, too real. Yeah, because all these walls aren't connected, so as long as I'm hitting this wall, I'm fine. I think I'm just missing this bit here. There you go. I'm really a fan of that effect, so it lets you know when you've done. Well, if I was a day labourer, then I'd leave at this point, be like, yeah, it looks good enough. Like, how much have I made? I haven't actually made any. I haven't made anything. 16% cleaned. Okay. That's really quite bad. I might leave that actually until last that wall. So the other thing as well is you get into the point where I was last time, where I was just like, the pings when something is cleaner, it's really satisfying. And I like how you get like you can see like the little bits, and then it tells you how much you've done. Okay, so I'm probably going to want to go for the 0 degree nozzle. There we go. Let's check the back. Oh yeah, the back could do with a very good clean. Back of a house could do with a very good... oh my god. The banisters probably actually a good place to start, so... I feel like this one's not going to take as long as the other one, because I remember we were doing the last one for some time, but then again we did start the last one from essentially 0. But this one we've actually have already done some of it at start of stream. Okay. I think it's just from this end. There we are. These porch fences are a little bit more of a pain. And again, how I tend to tackle it is You do it from one side, you do it the best you can. This part's going to be a little bit more difficult. This is probably cheating, but imagine you hire like a professional window, like a power washer, and it's just like, what are they doing? Are they standing on a windowsill to get better clearance? Next time we just start throwing the whole building with water, instant clean. That just sounds like you're trying to hydro dip a house. It's like, this hydro dip is sponsored by D-Brand. I was watching the Linus Tech Tips video that they put out recently, where they're making like a gaming jet, and they talk about you know, could we hydro dip it? And they're like, literally because of the aerodynamics, it would add so much weight that genuinely it would be unflyable. Where am I? Oh, I'm missing here. Yeah, I think. Ooh. I'm gonna have to. Unless I go around, which is actually probably a better idea. Yeah, this webby extension. Actually, I bet it's not even cleaning anything up. Yeah, that's not actually doing anything. Okay. I think as long as we hit these bits here... Okay, that's good. Like, you don't have to get 100% on this, so... I'm just going to do a 40 degree here. This nozzle makes me really need the bathroom. Like, I don't know if anyone... That's fine, that's not really doing anything, so I'll go for a... 25. Oh, we got a star. As much as I could leave that, I probably shouldn't. I get the feeling that we're going to need to... Yeah, no, 15 nozzle will do it. Okay. So yeah, general grime, 25 seems like a good shout. I could actually enable the cleaning mode here, which just... It's just a lot easier. Okay. So, doing that, let's move... Yeah, if you put C, it puts you into like a cleaning mode, which means you're not having to do this, which I suppose for... If you're moving back and forth, it can be a bit... make you feel a bit motion sick. I don't know if this has a VR mode as well, which would actually kind of explain it a lot better. Can you imagine a VR mode of this? Like, you actually hold the power wash in your hand and just go... Psss. That actually sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. If that's not a mode, it could be a mod. That would be it. It would. Okay, so that's actually looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get these. Oh my god. Do they like use this house as like they wanted barbecues every night but didn't have a barbecue, so just cooked on the porch? Is that like how it happened? Because I'm trying to think of what would cause this much. Even like dilapidation wouldn't cause this much like damage or like grime. Like, you've got to be... This all looks like ash or someone really, really really liked black paint. Fun fact, we had a fire alarm in my building because someone... Oh my god. Ah, some people. I hope no one was harmed. Like, barbecues exist for a reason. Fire is dangerous. Okay. Oh no, luckily it was triggered by the smoke. Okay. Oh, that is very lucky. Just fucking burning emoji. Actually, I'd probably be better off doing this because I get a better spread. We all love it when there's a bit more spread. In terms of, like... There we go, the porch is done. I deserve that. The only game I'm really looking forward to, only because I'm with two minds, because obviously... So the game is Subnautica 2, and if anybody who knows me knows I love Subnautica. Like, it's genuinely the scariest game that I've ever played. But it's just so well crafted. It's atmospherically, it's so amazing. The reason, so obviously you think, oh, I want to get it day one. I'm not sure how I feel with the whole Crafton controversy. You know, the whole, I don't know if Crafton is still involved, but you know, there was the whole one of they didn't want to pay bonuses because so they essentially fired the whole team. And then there was that whole court case, which thankfully Unknown Worlds won. And I was just like, the only thing I know about Subnautica, publisher and developer, have beef. I think I need to look more into it. I think if Crafton aren't... Because Crafton are also, like, massively doing AI stuff, which, yeah, no thanks. But if it turns out that it's literally a case of Unknown Worlds got the license and just finished it off, day one. Day one, and I will probably play it on stream. Could actually do a Subnautica stream, actually, because it is fairly well optimized now. I remember back when I played it originally, it was very poorly optimized. And they actually got the people who did the Nintendo Switch port of a lot of its software games to do the port, and it really shows. What am I missing here? Let's have a look. Okay, there's still a lot of... I wish it did that in real life. You know, you're cleaning and you do like 70% of a basin and then suddenly the whole basin's clear. That would be incredible. Okay, so we're at 822, I think. I would like cleaning a lot. I would like cleaning a lot more, Ben. Same. I love the first Subnautica to pieces. Try the second was in the right mindset. Subnautica Below Zero did grow on me. Specifically as well with the soundtrack, it is unfortunate that the person that did the soundtrack for the first Subnautica game, as great as it is kind of a dick, and there's a reason why Unknown Worlds split ties. But the person that did the soundtrack for Below Zero, I really love it. It's really quite something. I hope they bring back the composer for from Below Zero. They probably will, to be honest, unless he's busy. I'm actually trying to remember what the controversy was now on the Subnautica one. Hold on. Yeah, he was essentially got rid of hate speech on social media, which I think that says a lot about the devs as well. Yeah, he made comments on the composer. So I love a I've already read it. Something along the lines of they had a bonus they would have gotten if they delivered within a time frame, but got sacked before the deadline. Oh no, that's a controversy with the second game. So that was Crafton sacked the development team of Subnautica 2, so they didn't have to pay them the bonus. Because the composer for the Below Zero and I think 2 is different to the first one, and the soundtrack composer of the first one essentially got removed from a project just down to hate speech, which too right. Like, I think that says a lot about your sort of business if you're willing to put people above profit. And a lot of businesses could learn from that. I think when we get to 900, I think we are just going to get that more powerful nozzle, that more powerful sort of gun, and then at that point, I can maybe start buying attachments, because I think about that, yeah, I'm having to stand quite close. Let me try the 25 degree as well. We'll try see it. Oh yeah, that is cleaning it right off. I think this wall isn't connected to the sides, but it is definitely connected to the other side. Yeah, okay. I'm going to switch this to smaller degree nozzle. Can I just get really close to this? There we go. There we go. 15 under. That's looking good. He is definitely getting there. Well, maybe it is a different wall. Oh, I've completely missed the door. Better nozzle. The other thing I've been thinking about as well is I've just been thinking about like, obviously, we've hit the 100 followers now, which is huge. I'm trying to think of, like, extra rewards we can do. Obviously, I'm going to move it to 1,000, but I will, if we hit 1,000 followers, I will do a Dynathon. That is a promise. And then it's just, I think the next goal is going to be 250, and then the next one 500. And it's just a case of, I'm just trying to brainstorm ideas of what... Well, look who it is. Hi, Ashy. Fancy seeing you here again. I was talking about you earlier, about your, about how I was watching your streams. All good things, I may add. Thank you, Sally. Anybody who isn't following Ashy, please do. She is a wonderful, lovely, wholesome streamer. With a W. Awesome. But yeah, I'm just brainstorming ideas. Replace the L. Oh my god, that took me a minute. But true. Actually, considering some of the posts you make, it's just a case of I just see them and I just go, God, I'm so jealous. I think all I have is the Donkodonks. I mean, if I didn't have him, I'd be nothing. You're a fantastic, wonderful person. Oh my god, all my brain can think of is that meme where it just basically says, if you have more than double D's, your tits are bigger than your brain, and the comment is just, don't I know it? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's just Ashley coming in. Between D and Double D, that's my favourite character from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Okay, we're gonna need a oh. We're cleaning the gutter, chat. We're cleaning the gutter. Oh, after cleaning my mind? Yes, exactly. Oh, it's gonna take a while with people stuck here. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna need a ladder actually. Can I sprint in this game? I don't think I can. Yeah. Persona 5, I think this is supposed to be... Has the Final Fantasy 1 finished already? I did think I recognise this soundtrack. Maybe it has finished. I didn't play much of Persona 5. But what I did play I really enjoyed. Here we go. That's looking alright actually. Apart from this bit. I do actually need to bring that over and clean the other gutter. $250 on your actual playthrough, wow! Well, I was originally going to get it on my PS3, but then it got delayed so much, I ended up just getting it on PS4. The problem was, it was a case of timing, because back then I was at college, so I wasn't really playing games on, like, my computer as much. And the closest you could get to a Persona game on a portable system at the time was Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. God, the Vita is such an underrated console. I mean, I have two of them. I have my original Vita and the 2000. The two Persona 5s, and I haven't played once. I have two. Ooh. I also have like a 3DS which I don't use, and it's like one of the newer ones, and I'm tempted to sell it because again I don't use it, and it's just a case of they go for so much money. The newer one was a Japanese pure white import. Ooh, that's so cool. What about this post isn't clean? Oh, the railing. Well, I mean, you know, I don't know how that will work. Like the gutter's not going to be clean. No, hold on. That's the way you clean the gutter, chat, with a good railing. Somebody clip that. A post is rarely clean after a railing. There we go. That's a better one. I'm actually gonna clip that myself, because that's gonna be handy. That's gonna save me that's gonna save me so much time. There we go. It saves me having to like go backwards and forwards through the stream. Oh my god, that is... I'm at 899 and I need 900. That's... oh, that's so annoying. Maybe we do some smaller bits first. Let's switch to a smaller nozzle. We'll have a bit more luck. And then down. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we can go to career mode, go to the shop. Power washers, medium duty. Buy. Okay. Is this going to be any better? Back. Shop. Maybe now we can get sauce. Oh my god. What does that need? Oh no, that needs professional duty. To clean my mind, you need professional duty. Don't actually know how to equip it. Power washer. Here we go. Oh my god, look at that. That's so much better. Let's go back to a 25, but yeah. clearing my mind to scrap the whole thing. The problem with this is this kind of isn't realistic because if you were standing under here, you're gonna get wetter than me after Leon Kennedy. Okay. Holy shit. I know. Oh my god, I recognize this song. It's Metroid. It's Metroid. Took me a minute. Literally when I was on holiday, my TikTok was literally just Leon Kennedy thirst traps. We still got to figure out Cloaker. Yes, absolutely. You could do PowerWash if you're down. I still need to get some of the... I may get some of the DLCs because I know there's some like DLCs. That's fine. Yeah, excellent. Like I know there's like a Warhammer DLC, which I'd love to give a go. Leaves room for yapping. Exactly. That's why I play this during the week because it's easier to yap. Whereas Elite Dangerous depends what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing like trading, it's fine. But if I'm doing bounty hunting, now what time frame? Is in like Warhammer time frame? Do you see me with Dark Souls? Oh my god. Chat, I'm terrible at like any kind of From Software. I like them, I'm just not very good at them. I remember one time, this is before I got my PS5, there we go. Before we got the, I got my PS5, I was cat sitting for a friend. And I would go to play Demon Souls. Oh my god. And the cat would suddenly show interest in me. I'm like, okay, kitty, come on then. Timer stream. Like, now time? Obviously not now, but... There we go. Look at that. Oh, there is a run. Current time of day now, yes. God, this is going to make me need the bathroom so much after this. Just works for me. Excellent. I think I was speaking earlier again about... Again, a lot of people think that streaming is just, you know, you hit a button and you go live, and it really isn't. Like, and I was... Oh, God. I'll tell this story, actually, because I did get to a point, and this was before I was on, my hiatus, and I just... As much as I love my community, it's amazing, but I was concerned. I was concerned because it wasn't growing, and whenever I'm faced with a situation like that, I sat myself down and went, what can I do in this situation, you know, because... And I think the question I asked myself ultimately was, would I be happy if it stayed like this forever? And I'd be like, absolutely, because I love having the people here that I have, and you're all amazing. But I went, but what can I do to make it better, to, you know, get more people in, like, branch out a little bit, and you know, I really sat down, it's a mood, I have no idea how to grow, sadly. And I just ended up networking with other people, you know, hanging out in other community. And obviously I didn't go into other people's communities and go, hey, by the way, I'm a streamer, come follow me. Can I, streamer, can I get a shout out? Obviously don't do that, but, you know, hanging out in other people's communities and just vibing with other people, and, you know, naturally, if you're a likable person, which a lot of people say I am, people will come and hang out. That's sort of where I got to. Obviously, I've been putting a lot more effort into, like, content as well. Like, I'm probably going to stop doing, like, shorts on YouTube, because it's a lot more work for me to cross-do posts on YouTube and TikTok, and I'm just getting nothing off of YouTube. So for the moment, I may just focus exclusively on TikTok. I do have a couple of ideas for content that I want to do, and I've got a lot of content coming up. I had a post recently where I just posted like a con haul for the latest con I went to, and it really blew up. Like, I thought, you know, maybe get a couple of views. I'll be real, I felt so awkward. I went to DMs to ask Kat if I was okay to raid into her channel, because I'm a mod for her. And it felt so kind of weird poaching, moonlighting, conflict of interest, because I didn't want to make things weird. I did that once. Like, I never really feel bad for raiding into people, because at the end of the day, you know, it's me showing support for this person. Like, a lot of times, like, you've seen quite a few times, Jack, but I've raided, like, Argy and Knight, and, you know, these are people that I follow and I want to share that with the viewers. That's the way I see it. And again, a lot of the time, I acknowledge that my viewer base also shares a viewer base with the, you know, somebody else, and my thinking is, well, if I'm finishing at roughly the same time, then, you know, it means that it saves them from having to, you know, jump out of the stream they're in to go watch their regular. What if I just raid their regular instead, and they don't have to do anything? It's a lot easier for them. And we run over, maybe I'll stay here for a little bit. Fair enough, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I should probably go without saying, you don't need permission to raid me, or... Wait a minute, I could have phrased that a lot better, hold on. Oh yeah, literally the people who are kind enough to come watch me because... oh my god. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, Jack is also a streamer. He's very, very wholesome, very lovely. Raider, get everything! With collabs, I'm still not sure how to go about it. I always, especially with like bigger streamers, I'm always like, even if we're like friends and they know me and we chat, you should feel free to say hi whenever you want. If I don't want people raiding them, then I'd have the settings on to prevent it. Exactly. Oh yeah, no fall damage. Even just a few people to raid can only bring new people. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I haven't had the experience being raided yet, and I should probably have, like, some kind of, like, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of, like, intro? But then I do also acknowledge I'm quite small, and I'm a small streamer as well. So... But again, it's not all about numbers either. Like, it's like now kind of is like perfect, because there's a good amount of chatters in chat, and it's also not overwhelming for people. And one of my pet peeves is when I go to a stream and there's so many people, and there's just like, I can't, like, the streamer isn't seeing my messages, and it's just a case of, why am I actually here? It's like, I've been to like visitor streams a few times, and it's just like, you know, it might as well just be watching like a TV show, because there's not that two-way interaction. Some people like that, some people don't. For me, the whole appeal of a live stream is, it's an actual person, you can interact with them. I'm not gonna be very happy if anyone shows up. Yeah, I'm like that too. Like, it's, I don't want to say disheartened, because that is very much the wrong word. And especially as a small streamer, you do have to kind of, like Kat says, you have to be comfortable talking into an empty room, because when your newer viewership may not be there at the very start. I do admit I'm very, very fortunate, but I do have people that join at the very start, and I do have chat to bounce ideas off of. But then you should let people know on my servers. I should. I think I have done that a few times. I am quite bad at promoting on other people's servers. I should. I need to make like a bot as well to let people know when I go live on Blue Sky. 57%. So what actually is left? There we go. Post into my own self-promo channel like everyone else, so everyone checks it. Good to know. Good to know. Work a day job that works early to late and long shifts. Can't stream like most folks do. Well, I mean, I work full time. But I really love it. People see posts, so usually at least 1 to 3 people I know will turn up. I mean, give me a sec. I might just. I'll take you up on that. 1 sec. Let me just post. I might just open up a Discord real quick. Don't even work in a struggle to get a stream. So I work full time. I do 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and yeah, very much felt so. And on top of that, I am a manager. I am responsible for other people's work, other people's well-being. Actually, you didn't have to do that. My God. Oh, you're all too kind. But no, I work a full-time job and I'm a manager. I like to think I'm a very good one. Like, I take care of my staff, as I've said on the channel quite a few times. Treat people like people and not just numbers, and it really shows. Like, my staff are really well trained. They're given the time they need to be their best selves, to give the most they can to the team, and to really shine. And again, I stream 3 days a week, and like I say, it's not just streaming. I also network, I also do content, and it's just balancing that with everything else. It's balancing that with house stuff. I think you can manage me. I mean, there's only one way to find out. But it can be a real challenge. It can be a real challenge, and I think like other parts of my life do suffer. Like, I try and be social. I always said if I gave up streaming, I'd offer to manage streamers. Honestly, fair. Like, I do different things on different days. So the way I manage stream and a full-time job is, obviously, working from home 2 days a week really helps, but also doing like content and stuff. I specifically do content on off-stream days, so making like clips or making like short-form content I'll do when I get home from work on a Monday or a Wednesday. Friday, I don't tend to schedule anything for the simple reason of Fridays can be very unpredictable for me. Sometimes I'm in a different office, sometimes I'm visiting family. It's also a reason I don't stream on Saturday because, again, some weekends I'm here, some weekends I'm not. Sundays I normally tend to be about, hence why I stream. I'm going to see if I can get a bigger nozzle. No. The other thing I have as well is for like longer clips, or if I want to do like short form content at the go. I do have the drawing tablet, which is an iPad Pro, and I have DaVinci Resolve on there. So some of the bigger clips, like the Fuck Micro Slop Embrace Linux clip, that was entirely edited on my iPad. And you know, I was on the train, I then use a application to download my own Twitch clips, and then I just edit them from there. I download the VOD, sorry, so I'll download the VOD, and then I'm offline, so I can't really rely on the internet, so I'll just basically sit there with my Apple Pencil and just make some clips. Again, it's just making the most of the very limited time that you do have. And you know, there's other things I would like to do, like I'd love to make like bigger, long content videos, but I just accept that I can't because I simply put don't have the time or the capacity. And that's ultimately what you've got to think about is, what do you have capacity to work on? You know, and it's all about sacrifice, really. And that's what it's about. It's about what are you able to realistically get done. Another thing I work on is I also have like a backlog of clips that I can use. So I know on my TikTok drafts I have about 9, maybe less, because any that use the old model I'm probably not going to use. Right, I could probably get onto the roof now. That's predominantly where most of the dirt is now. Hey chat. 6, 7. Oh my god, I deserve that. Did fish break? I don't know. Did fish break? Seems fine. Hold on, let me open PowerWash and let me type in fish. Maybe. Yeah, it's not picking anything up. Okay, give me a sec, chat. Let me see. Let me relaunch fishing. Sorry about that. This just does happen sometimes. Sometimes lurkbait does disconnect. Unfollows, unsubs, and lots of friends. Aww. Does that mean I have to? Does that mean I have to unmod you as well? Wait, you can't unmod yourself. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and select it again. Can you? Okay. So I think Broken saving for a house. You and me both. Right, let me try and... There we go. Sorry about that. I think I fixed it. Here we go. Yeah, I'll tell you. I could probably actually tell you my my process really of how I handle it. So, obviously, start Sunday, I stream. Normally, I will then come home on a Monday after work. I will, have dinner, relax for a little bit, but I'll go onto my computer and I will start. Normally, I'll have an idea for some content I want to make. So an idea, and I can actually tell you this. So right now, for tomorrow, I already know the content I'm going to make. So the content is going to be, I'm basically going to zoom in and go top 5 streamers, and there's going to be a 5-second pause, and then I'm just going to go, this isn't a list, it's a command, go, and that's going to be the content. And I'll just randomly come up with this, and I have like a Google Doc that I'll work from. Sally, thank you for gifting a sub to Jack. You don't have to do that. It's funny that a gifted sub has been given to our surface top. But no, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I also appreciate all of the subs as well. There is a joke in there somewhere. What about the tops? Are there any tops here? I don't think it's a case of who's the top here, it's who's less the bottom. And I've noticed chat's gone very suspiciously quiet after that comment. I'm just expecting Cat to basically be lurking and be like, hey, I'll have you know I'm a Switch. Hold on. What are we holding on for, Jack? Dom or sub? I find it weird if you categorize Domino's and Subway in the same category. Okay, that's one clean room. Oh my god, I've just remembered that meme. It's just like, I think the joke was, this woman tells a joke and it's like, oh, what is it? It's, you see homeless people with a dog, and I think the punchline is, they're betting on the wrong roof, and it's the laugh she does afterwards is just, oh my god, it's just the most. I don't know if it's edited or not, but it's just incredible. Does everybody here know the meme? What I mean? Oh. No, you've not seen. Oh my god! I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. YouTube. I'm gonna mute it. I need to make sure this is actually the one. It's not an edit. That. Oh my god! This is it. This is it. This is it. Um. Where's the audio? Where's the audio? Okay. Okay. Image. Screen capture. Selector is open. Windows. Here we go. Here we go. So this is the meme. This is the meme that I mean. All right. Let me just play it. Let me turn that just up. Actually, let me move this over. Let me move this over so you can see me next to it.
Every time I see a homeless person, they got a dog. Y'all investing in the wrong roof.
This is the laugh that gets me.
Y'all investing in the wrong roof.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. But no, that's for me. That's for me. There's another one. I'm not even sure it's you know the Sprite challenge. Have you seen some guy's done the Sprite challenge and he's done the is it the MGM logo? Let me see if I can. So dumb. This is my kind of humor, chat. It's not. I'm not a bit. I never said I was a sophisticated person. Here we go. This is. This is. This is the other one. Um. Occasionally I'll remember it and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so dumb. God. Oh, jeez. Okay, enough dumb memes. Let's get back to the game. What have you seen was it's like I was like as someone like is it spaghetti or pizza? It's just like hocus pocus, there's pizza on your focus. That was it. You can definitely tell that I grew up watching the Idiot to Gary's mod. That was like the original what's it called? Oh, I didn't even realize you could do that. Well, I've realized. Oh, that's a lot easier. I've don't do a question. I go from down to sub, but I'm always top, so it makes me at least a bottom point. Oh my god. I'm just imagining somebody like coming into stream, going, "Oh, it's like first time Shadow," and just immediately sees the MGM meme, and I'm just like, "Yep, this is on brand for me." Oh, there's that whole side. Okay. Oh my god. Every time I get hit with cheese now, I'm just paranoid it's going to crash the stream again. That clip went out today, by the way. So if you go to my TikTok, if anybody here isn't following with TikTok, the clip where you all crashed my stream is on there. And any like highlight clips and any of the short form content I have mentioned, that all goes on the TikTok. This time I won't crash the stream. Okay, so I think it's just this side here. Okay, so let's finish the bungalow roof first. To be honest, like, this should be quite a quick one at this point now, because it's such a big area, and we've done most of it already, so it should be fairly easy. I've just got to work on the wall next, I think. Then I think we've got the driveway to do. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. That's a big chunk of it done. Step down one. Is there any more of that wall that I can do? No, there isn't. Okay. So where's the ladder at that point? There it is. Okay, so at that point, what posts are there to do? We'll leave a driveway. Ah, there it is. Posts. Okay, so it's literally just the driveway now, and then we're done. At this point, actually, I think ×2 extension. So we use quite close to surfaces. I'll buy that. Extension. Right, okay. And again, this is where the C key is going to come in handy. Now, there are only two dirty things here, the driveway and... Oh my god, Sally, I see where you're going with that. I can't exactly spray myself. I mean, the only way you're going to get people to, you know... Do I want to finish that sentence? I mean, maybe if I did like a battle pass, maybe. I mean, I keep humming and ahhing about like that, and I'm just like, I don't know. She's done in 2 weeks or so. Why do I come back to the first thing I hear is that I cannot spray myself? Oh my god. So, I am quite well known for posting that sort of stuff in like servers and like DMs. I don't like do it on a storefront, and the main reason I don't is the kind of audience it would attract. Literally, I would probably just wake up and to like 50 messages going, "You up?" And I'm just like, God damn it. It's not the sort of thing I need in my life. It'd probably bring in a lot of money, but I'm just like... Jesus Weirdos create... Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like... I don't... The money would be nice, but I don't need it. And I'd rather, yeah, just not subject myself to that if I don't have to. And I do appreciate I'm in a very privileged position. And a lot of people don't, you know, are not doing that to buy like luxuries and stuff. They're buying it, you know, to buy like essentials, like, you know, food, you know, food, utilities, just the basic crap they need to survive in a capitalist economy. And I will always maintain that that kind of work is work. You know, I don't know why it's so demonized in our society. The question in this job is always, do you want that kind of engagement? Honestly, no. Like, I literally would just be doing it for, like, you know, occasionally the thrill, but mostly for the money. There's a dirty bit there. That's probably what's... Aha, there we go. That's done. Okay. Assume homophobia and weaponized religion. Yeah, this is true. I was having a whole conversation with one of my work colleagues earlier about, you know, societal norms and how they're bullshit. Clean the playground. You know, just... I've always maintained if you're not hurting people and you're having fun, just let people be people. Like... Respect all work, boots, exactly. Whether they be steel-topped or high heels, they're all valid. Platform paint. Oh my god, those sound so good. I did see, like... I'll find a picture of it, but I did see these when I was on annual leave. I saw these boots, and I was just like, oh my god, these look so amazing. Let me see if I can find them. Yes. Oh my god. I found him. I found him. I found him. I found him. Hold on. Literally, if these are still there, when I go there again, they're actually not that much. Okay, let me load up my OBS. Image 5, browse. Chat. Look at these. Look at them. Look how good they look. I can't see. Oh, are you audio only? I spoke last week. I have like a player of like platforms, and like what I know, and they like broke when I was on a con. Gimme. The heels looks really. It does. I think it's metal. Move. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, Jack! This isn't the first time I've set up my channel. Jack, what have you sent me? Like the last time we sent this, it was. Oh my god, this is so cool. Last time Jack DM'd me, I was playing Ultra Kill, and the meme was basically she just nutted in me and then start playing Ultra Kill, and it's like a squirrel girl, and I'm just like, fuck's sake, those are good. But no, those look amazing. I don't even feel like I need a break, to be honest. Like, I keep going, do I want to have a break? I'm like, nah, I'm good. What time do I want to... What time are we on now? We're on 7:30, so I think... Too many pics, pieces of boots you found. Oh, I will do. I think... I did start a bit early today, and I haven't had dinner yet because I was running a bit late, and I was like, I'll have it after stream. So I'm probably we got platform some years ago, but just much to save it for soul. Can always put new ones on them. I know a lot of like shoe shops do something like that. Or they'll like resell your shoes. I don't even think it's all that much. So it's like a favourite pair. Like there's no harm in doing that. What's actually dirty on here? Getting really close to a point where I can actually afford like a decent extension. But I could look at it. It's a lot cheaper than buying like whole new boots as well, because a lot of these boots do be expensive. To be fair, I did buy my boots like used because I was like, well, I'm probably only going to use them for like a con, so I don't want to spend loads and loads and loads of money. And I'd already like dedicated a lot of money to the con anyway, so I was just like, yeah, I'll just get a reasonably cheap pair, and then if I like them, I can always go for something a bit fancier. The other thing as well, just going back to when I stream, I'm actually going to take back... Wait. image off so I can see Twitch again. The other thing I do as well when I go on my break is I check like TikTok and stuff so I can see like any comments I have, anybody that's sort of like, oh, that looks really cool. And just keep engagement up. Yeah, in terms of like rewards and stuff, obviously it's all of you that's doing all of like the work for rewards. So I'm happy to take like suggestions either here or in the Discord of just what things you would like to see when we like hit like follower milestones and sub milestones. Ooh, quarter junk. All I can think of now is ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, I keep forgetting as well. There is a specific person I do want to raid out to tonight. I nearly forgot. That just reminded me of that. Now, if a boot just only picks off, what do you think of stars? Ooh, that would really work. I need to go a bit heavier here. There we go. Let's do something a bit bigger. It can be a bit daunting doing like these bits. I'll give you bigger. Oh my god. Tell you what, this reminds me of this reminded me a lot of the climbing frame that my grandparents used to take me to as a kid. There used to be like a climbing frame, and there used to be like a slide, and you'd start off by going onto a climbing frame, quite similar to this, and then it'd be very much like this. And there was like this climbing bit to the side, and you could climb on like this web onto like the slidey bit. Trying to see where the dirt on my climbing frame is, or is it's that support structure there. Where's the... We don't really need that. We can go through here and we can see it. Is there like a different part of the climbing frame, but I'm not... Oh yeah, here we are. You see that at the very top. And yes, I know, because the secret people are not that dumb. Okay, so... It's just a case of getting up there now. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that. What I could do... Ah, there we are. So if we get onto the roof... Oop. Okay, I'm trying to think of where the dirt on this is. Ah, there we are. Okay, so the other sides. Could maybe go a bit bigger. Here we go. Could maybe get the innards of it. Be the inside. Okay. Ooh, I can just about think. No. Oh, can I climb on this? No, I can't. Okay. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This bit here, but it was a lot bigger. Okay. Might need cleaning from the other side too. That is stole us for a second there. Let me go for a bigger one. No, that's smaller. Okay. Excellent. Oh, I can really tell when it's getting towards end stream time, because I noticed I'm not as talkative. We'll probably wrap up in about how long have we been going for? We'll go for another 15 minutes, because then we've been going for a good 2 hours, and I think at that point we raid out. That's pretty good for me, actually, because I normally go... I mean, the definite stream for me is 6:15 to 7:45, so the fact we're going a bit longer is really good. It gives me some time to decompress after stream as well, because again, I've got to be up reasonably early because I'm in the office tomorrow. That's the only downside of... it means I can start stream predictably. Whatever the kids do in the playground is dirty. I don't know, Sally. I think the kids were for some reason using the playground as some kind of ashtray. Okay. Yeah, I think most of that is actually going to be... I think a lot of that grime is going to be on the very top. There we go. I can already see it. Yeah, I'm not too... Oh, am I stuck? Yes, I am. Not too sure, because that looks fairly... Oh, no, there's a lot of gunk in there. There we go. Alright. I think we're getting to a point now where I can start looking at better nozzle. We're going to have to see this, because... Let's go for a bigger nozzle. If it's not bigger, it's smaller. Let me grab the extension off. Oh, we've not had the extension on this whole time. Okay. It's good to meet other streamers as well who have like my energy levels, because I think I see a lot of people like streaming like super long hours, and I suppose it is like to an extent a little bit disheartening when you're like, I can't really do that. But then I think what you have to remember as well is a lot of those streamers who are doing like those long hours are also doing, you know, that is their job. There we are. Whereas people like me, you know, I'm doing this alongside a job, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to do as much. Okay, back onto do that and do that. Have an exchange. It's best to, you know, pace yourself and do things sustainably. Every time I see a stream along with 6 hours, I'm just like, what the fuck, hell? Well, like I say, like a lot of them have been streaming for a really long time. Like I've got, you know, one of my old IRL friends. We're not as close anymore, but I do sometimes, mostly because of different values, to be honest. Most of the, you know, he does streams, and I was saying to him, you know, I really struggle to do streams for like, because he would do like 8-9 hour streams, and I'd be like, how do you do that? And he's like, oh, it's easy. But then the thing is, he does know networking. You know, he is the same size he's always been, because he doesn't network with other people, or only does it when he absolutely has to. But yeah, a lot of these streamers you see doing like really long streams, you know, they're doing it, it is their job, essentially. Or maybe they take time off work to do it, and that's kind of how they do it. And I think, like, I remember when I started, I really struggled. And you build that stamina up over time. And the more you do it, the easier it gets, and you'll get to the point that I'm at now, where you can quite easily do a couple of hours a stream. Whereas before, like, I'd really struggle for like an hour, because it really does take it out of you. So, you know, if you're starting and you really struggle with it, just practice. The other thing I've noticed as well is, since starting to stream, I can yap a lot more IRL as well. Oh, he's outside, okay. Yeah, the other thing I'm hoping to do as well is, like, there are, like, other emotes I'd love to get made. Ladder. The emote lab emotes were always intended for me to be a placeholder. Again, I think Knight said it best, like, they're great if you're like a, you know, beginner streamer, and you just need like some quick emotes. That's kind of what they're there for. But, you know, once you have the ability to, try and commission a artist. And I think the artist that did the emotes that we have did a fantastic job. I mean, that was a recommendation from Kat, and yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. Second chat. I just want to check something. Real quick. Just having a quick check. It's I'm just thinking of the person I want to raid out to, because I've been following her on TikTok a fair bit, and I'm like, did I remember to follow her? I can't actually remember. Should I have done this before stream? Probably. You remember things? Lucky you. Oh! Very much so. Okay. We'll go for a few more. I like doing this. This is, again, another really good networking tip, obviously. Don't do it on stream like I just did, because that's dumb and doesn't look very good on you. It makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. but I don't know what I'm doing, and you all know I don't know what I'm doing, so that's fine. I keep like a tally of people I like, and when they mention a Twitch account, I go, great, I now have like a list of people I can rate out to. You don't tilt your head when things have more chance to stay in your head. This is true, this is true. Yeah, I will be wrapping up fairly quickly, fairly soon, because I know when I'm getting tired, and I'm definitely thinking that. I also know that I have a lot of post-stream stuff to do, and I don't like raiding and running. Because I like hanging out a bit after stream. So for me, it's ideal if I finish a little earlier than I need to actually go do stuff, then I can hang for a bit and leave. I literally nodded off playing stream during playing PowerWash. Oh, really? It is very relaxing, and I think that's the sign, Jack, you need to get more sleep. You need to look after yourself a bit more. Take care of yourself. Okay, I think... Probably, yeah. Okay. I have 6 hours less because they're a sleepy husky. They are a sleepy husky. Oh my god, I am slurring my word. Okay, that is a definite sign that I need to stop it here, chat. I need to stop it here. But I only do that when I'm very tired. So let's go ahead and let's put Y on. Not super close. There we go. I need like a hello command. I just realised it just made me think. It's a way that brains work. Right, chat. God. Today has been an absolutely wonderful stream. As per usual, it's been wonderful having you all here. We are going to raid out to somebody new. Ooh. No, I will stick with it. I have found like another one. Yeah, no worries at all. I'm always happy to have you all here. But chat, we are going to raid Rise Tone 1. I've been watching her streams quite a fair bit, and hold on, let me actually just make sure I've got the pronouns right. I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm like 90%. I'm like.
Hell yeah.
I'm 90% sure. Let me just triple check. She, her, and they, them. Okay, fantastic. She is a variety VTuber. I've seen quite a few of her TikToks, and she's very funny. So let me go ahead and get the raid messages up. Okay, so there is the animated one, and then alright. Okay, let's us go ahead and let's go ahead and start the raid. Oh, Seribot does that as well. Awesome. I didn't actually know that. I only got it for the clips. We will be back, usual time, on Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, usual time. We will be playing small PowerWash, and then I don't know where I'm going with that. Brain empty. I need to go off and rest. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evenings and have a great night. Yep, gonna raid out to Rhinestone 1 now, and I will catch you over there.